The black mall is not owned by black people.
Come on now.
But we had the money to do it. We didn't beg. We didn't ask for a discount. We didn't try to, get it on the low. We did it the way that you call the right way. We did it according to your rules, but we couldn't get it. So that means your system is never interested in us having it, even if we go about it the way you tell us to go about it. Just be a good old boy, have the credit right, have the money right, have the capital up, and we can let you do that. No. It's not like that all the time. It's not. And I know a lot of millionaires and billionaires who know that. So it is about the power and the intent behind it. That's if we would have had in the agenda to give that over to somebody else or let someone else have the dominant control, 51% ownership and influence, then it would be cool. But because it's not that, they're like, hell no, we know what you Negroes gonna do with it. So to answer that question, we can have a PAC, a political action committee, who puts money together, but I would encourage and recommend that we do it for local politicians,
I agree.
And then also for land, buying up the buildings, creating the businesses, organizations, creating everything that supports us for survival, food, clothing, shelter, education, engineering, creating more trade schools so that we can build everything. And then if a politician wants to come in and do something, then they have to go through us.
That's right.
And our committee to have access to the people, to the location, the area, etc. And if they don't handle things according to the policies, well, there are other ways to handle that. So again, I know y'all like, man, brother, what it's just, damn, I don't know what to tell us at times. Like, what do you want me to say?
I'm with you.
Like, what do you want me to say? Well, brother, we should be able to do this, and I know it's not the way you think. When I say they don't care, I'm not just saying that. I have talked to these people. I have looked them in the eyes. We are not dealing with logic, reason, or morality. We're dealing with survival and a struggle for power. At that point, people are not logical.
It's life or death.
It's life or death. You know what it is when somebody's trying to run up on you or you get into a fight or whatever. It's life or death at that moment, right? We think that war doesn't exist and we don't realize that we're in one. You think that because you got a white girlfriend, baby mama, you got a white boyfriend, baby father, or guess what? Oh, you're married to a white man. Racism is over. Everybody clap your hands. Wash it up. Hey, it's all good. You are out of your stupid damn mind. Seriously. Brother, you married to a white man, hey, that's fine. Don't compare your relationship to black women. Just say you happy with your woman that you with. Don't ever do that. Same thing, vice versa. But I will tell you this, all she got to do is yell rape and your whole life is over. Same thing, vice versa. Let's make it very clear. Again, you can say whatever you want. This is a reality that we're dealing with. So I'm very critical about this. If we're going to have our own money together to do things, we have to be mindful and intelligent about exactly what we do. If politics is the first area we go into, I don't have too much belief in it unless it's on a local level or even the level of statewide as the highest. But even then, you got to be very watchful because once you get to presidential, it ain't your ball game no more. It's not. Unless we push homosexuality, unless we push depopulation, unless we push GMO foods, unless we push things on their agenda list, it's not going to benefit us. They're not going to have no RBG flag on the White House like they had the LGBT flag on the White House.
Facts, though.
Get this through your damn head.
That's facts.
And why would you want them to if you know what that house represents? See, we got to battle with ourselves now.
It's a conflict of interest.
It's a conflict of interest. But damn, you want to be approved by Satan so bad? You still want massa to approve of you? We don't need them. Seriously, local policies can be affected by what we do locally and handling the politicians and put them in. Then if somebody above tries to do that, then we come together and address that. But it has to be done strategically in that way. Again, I know people, you may not like this again, but just damn. Well, I've had a lot of calls. And I'll tell you this right now. Every politician, presidential, when they're doing their campaign run, they call to meet up with representatives of the different communities. So they call to get a group of LGBT to meet with, Jews, Indians, Chinese, Black, Arab. Okay, this is what they do. I've been called to be a part of a group of Black delegates and representatives for Kamala and Trump's camp. Have both called. I find this interesting. Why call me? They know what time it is. See, 4 years from now, you're not going to have pretty much any belief in the presidential circumstance at all from nobody.
It's the last one.
This is the last one.
Yeah, I agree.
So they're desperate now. They're like, look, let's talk to the ones who we know don't like us. The ones who we know can't be bought. The ones who we know for a fact are not even interested in this political stratosphere of things. Let's even try to get them to come in.
That's right.
For optics to make things look a certain way.
See, I'm cool with Rizza.
Oh, I'm cool with Rizza. You're not gonna see a picture of me next to Trump like this. You ain't gonna, no. If I ever am in a picture with Trump, it's probably gonna be like this. At least. Kamala.
Roll your eyes. Yeah.
No, I'm serious. And I mean that respectfully, y'all, because again,
you keeping it a buck.
I don't trust any of them.
No.
I don't trust them because the system that they are a part of and that we've been witnessing is not trustworthy. So it's not Kamala the person or even Trump the person. It's the system. That's all. So I've been reached out to by both. And even Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s camp, because we're allies in the health freedom movement. Right. So I've been reached out in some regards from his camp as well. But I don't see a future in this system.
I don't either.
I genuinely don't. Again, I know some of y'all like, well, damn, I guess that's it. No, that's it for that.
Yeah.
Now, how about let's get to this?
Yeah.
Let's get to work and let's make it happen. So just look at the brighter side, which is if we get together and build more, because a lot of us are building, just keep building more and you'll see more success. Let's just have more focus and belief and faith in ourselves.
Yeah. Separation. To your point, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad been telling us about this. Minister Farrakhan as well. You have so many great brothers and sisters. And I think about something nonstop. Stockholm Syndrome. Drapetomania as well, I think, when it comes to slavery, of how people, please look that up, about that was a whole clinical term of why do these Negroes want to run away? This is a mental problem. I learned about that, man, in college, and it blew my mind.
You going somewhere with that.
This is a real thing, right?
Yes.
Why is it so uncomfortable to talk about separation? Sometimes Black people who are affluent, especially here in Atlanta, start clutching their purses or tighten up a little bit when you start talking about separation, because it's like, I live in a white neighborhood. I work with white people. How can I separate from them? Why is it so hard for us to even fathom separation? Because I see Chinatown. I see the law of food. I see Japanese people to themselves, Jewish people to themselves. Of course, still exchanging commerce and things like that, but they go to their own communities. But for us, it's hard to fathom separation. Why is it like that for us, Rizza?
We've been heavily indoctrinated, infected with fear. We still have this traumatic circumstance believing that anything that we build is going to be blown up and destroyed, like it was with Tulsa, Oklahoma. We don't believe that we can come together and do something in a united fashion and it will survive and be consistent. We don't believe that even happens, even though it does. There are plenty of Black groups, organizations, towns, pockets of areas, businesses where it has been flourishing for decades. You have chunks of us in pockets, for real.
Facts.
Things are going very well. We have schools, we have grocery stores, we have whole farms. Like this stuff exists. So I think one thing we have to do is start promoting more of what we actually do have and put that image out there and inject that out there. The Black Wall Street Mall out here in Atlanta. Put up the fact that there are over 100 Black owned businesses in that building. Hold up.
In one building.
In one building. Shout out to y'all. Put up the fact that, yes, the Baldwin Hills Mall, although the mall is not Black owned, but there are over 50 Black owned businesses in one building. Put out the fact of Leimert Park in LA.
Historic.
Put out the fact of Harlem, Black Harlem, and the different blocks of businesses that are booming and doing well in Brooklyn, New York, and the Bronx and all these areas. Put out the fact that there are so many pockets, as I said, pockets of neighborhoods where we are flourishing and doing well, and we have security companies, and we have certain industrial companies and other businesses that are building technology. We have car companies, Black owned. Push it. Let the people know it exists so you can stop saying, well, man, if we build that, man, they're going to blow it up. Shut the hell up and stop being so goddamn scared. Damn.
Talk about it.
Stop bringing up Tulsa all the goddamn time like you were there. It kills me when I hear people saying that. And not only that, but stop focusing on the fact that it's just Tulsa. Why do you promote the one that got blew up? There were over 60 all Black towns.
Come on now.
And they were thriving and successful all throughout the United States. Talk about those. Talk about Africa Town. Talk about Allensworth, I believe, Allensworth, I believe as well. Talk about all the 60 over 60 all Black towns, and talk about the fact that we had engineers, doctors, lawyers. We had, again, all the trades persons, and we still do. Promote that. make that hot and keep perpetuating that. And the reason why, on the other end, some of us don't want to do that again is because we're tired. We don't want to work.
It takes accountability.
It takes accountability.
Responsibility.
Because who gonna we blame now?
Yeah.
Okay, the white man is classic. We got that. Oh, the white man is devil. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. But some of us are devils too.
That's right. You
killing your own people too. Now what? I can't just point at the white man. That's one ingredient.
Yeah.
Now here's the other ingredient.
That's
you
right.
kill your own people. What about that one?
Cultural suicide.
Cultural suicide. Here's the other ingredient. You cut off your people from economic empowerment because some of y'all so damn cutthroat that you prevent your brothers from having access to capital, wealth. You talk bad about his business. You talk bad about her business. You don't want them to have access to nothing. In the podcast world, in the economic business world, in the educational world, you banging on each other's schools. My school is better. What are you talking about? Damn.
Yeah.
Can we just shut up and realize that we have good things going on and continue to promote the fact that we have good things happening?
Come on.
We act as if it's going to take away from our brother Caleb if Brother Rizza goes on another podcast to be interviewed over here. You got some weird people out here, brother.
Yeah.
Who genuinely have this deep egotistical feeling that if I see someone going over there, it's going to take away from what I'm doing over here. No, this enemy sees us as one people.
That's right.
We have to see ourselves as one people. Again, I had a circumstance yesterday where, because we're talking about separation, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan said, separation, one, is the extreme. That's the last resort. What the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught, that is the ultimate thing right there. That is, if we cannot get along with you in peace together in any of these areas,
we've tried.
We've tried. You know, and sometimes maybe they have done some good here or there. Okay, but overall, as a community, we have not been able to.
That's right.
So therefore, separate spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Then you get into the physical, financial, economic, educational, familial. Then you get into the agricultural, because we do not eat the same foods. Right? You have to get into all these areas to separate. And what does that mean? Establish it for yourself. Now, if y'all want to come spend your dollars over here to buy what we produce and our food and all that, hey, feel free. But our people get priority first, right? Just like everybody else. So the separation takes steps it happens in stages and degrees.
Yeah.
I had a brother walk up to me yesterday when I was going into a black-owned restaurant, which means we're both eating the same food. And he says, Brother Rizza? I said, yes, sir. Before he shook my hand, he said, well, let me ask you this question.
Hey,
let me ask you a question.
First.
No, really, right? Before he shook my hand, as if I introduced myself to you.
Right.
Okay.
You mind your business.
Okay, brother. No, I mean, like, really, in real talk, in real life,
sure.
you know how I am. I'm a good brother. I'm not that kind of standoffish.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. If you're going to treat me like an enemy, I don't care what you look like. If you run up on me, you're going to get handled with all the business. Because some of our people have lost their mind. Now, this brother who was an elder, so I felt very bad for him, walks up to me, reaches out his hand, and he says, oh, before I shake your hand, brother, what are we?
Wow.
So here we go. I wanted to call him a nigga right there.
Hey, I'll say it for you next time.
Bro.
You ain't got to worry about it.
I'm like, wait a minute. So you know my face, you smiled, and you knew my face in a good way. Oh, man, Brother Rizza. And you wouldn't shake my hand because you said, what are we? As a prerequisite, before we could shake hands as brothers, I have to say the right word.
That's sick.
And he said, you know, we Israelites, right?
Come on, bro.
I want to say you a damn nigga. Just like I am to this system.
Come on now.
And I did say that, as a matter of fact. I said, sure, brother. Then I shook his hand and squeezed it a little bit so he can understand what's under this suit. I'm like, because I'm looking at what's under his. No, you're not that or this, whatever you call it. No, you're diabetic.
Wow.
No, you're overweight.
Wow.
No, you're a casualty walking. You're a liability to the people. Stop using labels as if you're bigger than me and I'm bigger than you. More Christian, Hebrew, Israelite, Nation of Islam, 5%. We're sick. And how is it that you are an Israelite and I'm a Muslim and we're eating in the same restaurant? You hear what I'm saying? You look stupid. And this enemy laughs every time. They go to them niggas. Yeah, I like that. Keep that division going. I shook his hand, let him talk. And I said, you know, I don't get into the spiritual gang banging, brother. He said, no, I understand. No. I said, no. Because I could have said, no, brother, you just approached me with aggression.
That's right.
You banged on me.
You were minding your business.
Brother, I was minding my business. Now, come on now.
Come on.
You banged on me righteously. I mean, no, you're not. The Honorable Mr. Farrakhan said, we are not what we profess or say with our mouth. We are what we practice.
Come on now.
And what you did was you introduced yourself as an opposition or an enemy, claiming to be a righteous brother. To all of my brothers within the spiritual community, whatever scripture you read, do your best to understand that Satan is involved in all of them. He's involved in every religious group, every organization, every political, every social, every community organization. You call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. Those labels mean nothing if what you practice does not reflect the principles.
Come on.
So you can say whatever you want, but if that was a small example of us hanging out in a restaurant, then I can't imagine what happens to us in larger groups across the planet. This is why we don't come together, because of that sickness right there. That was white supremacy in pure action. So I wanted to mention that because now we got to separate from the devil inside of us.
That's right.
We can't separate from this system because we got too much in common with it now. You acting just like the white man you say you despise.
That's right.
You being just like him.
That's right.
Calling yourself this, calling yourself that, but you doing the same thing that he's doing. I don't like that, bro. So again, the separation is not just from the U.S. government and all that, but it's the separation from the behaviors that they push on us that we have adopted, gone into agreement to, and perpetuate on each other.
That's right.
All the way down to rape, molestation, robbing, killing, and all that too.
Yep.
They did it to us first. Now we're doing it to each other.
See,
and we pass it all on. We have to separate from it all. You can't just keep pointing. Separate from all behaviors and things that do not benefit us as a people. Everything. Which means sometimes we have to be honest with each other and be like, Uncle Jody, Auntie Carol, your brother, we're gonna have to be honest about who needs to.
Hey, that's how you heal, though.
I'm saying, brother,
it has to be addressed first.
Cut deep, but it's that time.
Come on now.